are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Joey Lucchesi, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Digging in now, Ronald Acuna. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
What up, Alex?
Grounded to the right. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
Line toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores 2. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Stepping up to the plate, Mookie Betts. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's been a huge catalyst for this club. His on-base percentage is over .450 entering play today, which is really remarkable. One of the toughest outs in the entire league, and there's really no debating that.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 1, the Padres coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Anthony DeSclafani is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Here's Juan Lagares. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in
Okay,
point.
Blue,
Chance
that
to
looked
jump
like
out
a
again
strike.
to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. To third, right to him. And there's one away. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Betts is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Tommy.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, and sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Oh,
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Pitch on the way.
Full count, 3-2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 1 inning in the books here. Dodgers out in front, 1-0. Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Torres. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
To the plate now, Cody Hosey. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. That average way up there to start things out. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
But you know what, and this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And he's back easily. Into the box, Will Smith. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-0. Smith absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup.
Yeah, and I think the common denominator of why he absolutely hammers left-handed pitching.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in now, Anthony DeSclafani. To second for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
So striding in, Ronald Acuna. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set and the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Lagares retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Padres nothing. Last half of the second set to go, and stepping up as the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Sano is there. One pitch, one out.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all 3 positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder,
So here's Will Myers. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Pitch on the way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
A ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And it's fouled away.
I don't understand your zone, Blue, because that pitch was a strike and you called it ball both times.
2-2 one more time.
I don't get it.
Gets him swinging. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Gio Urshela. First pitch of the at-bat. bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. One out, nobody on. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Mookie Betts goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Miguel Sano. Hit hard on the ground to short. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0.
We're back as the Padres line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. At the start of the day, they have the worst team batting average in the league, and when I talked with one member of the coaching staff, he told me there's really no good excuse or explanation for it. Even though batting average isn't the end-all be-all of offensive stats, he said there's no denying they have to figure out how to be more competitive with their at-bats. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Brian Dozier now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Fouled off. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. Swings through it for strike number 2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
So now to the plate, Joey Lucchesi, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Sano is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. LA's on top 2-0. Into the box now, Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Myers going back. See you later. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
You're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup. It's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. This will come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. See you later. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year, as the Dodgers have increased their lead now 4-0.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
In now, Cody Hosey.
The third baseman, Cody.
Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Fouled away. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
At the plate, Will Smith. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A base hit in his first trip. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
The 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. He's through first and hustling for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And he fouls this one off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander is getting loose out there. Ready on 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. 4 runs here in this half inning. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Myers has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Gio Urshela.
In now, Gio Urshela. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
There's a slogan is throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Andres Munoz answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Mookie Betts. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. DeSclafani rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. as the lead swells to 7-0.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano hit the other way out toward right field. Myers back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Digging in, Yandy Diaz comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Diaz is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage. You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Padres nothing. Coming to the plate now, Juan Lagares back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Ned. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Knuckle curve there off the outside corner, 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate now, Tommy Pham. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Padres down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats, and although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the speed threat, Torres. First pitch coming. Here it is. A chance here for Dozier at second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Digging in and looking for more, Cody Hosey. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond. And if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here.
That's
all right. The
foul.
review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. And another foul ball. And now time granted here as they'll step out to rethink things, down 0-2. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Will Smith. 0-1 the count. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Pham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And he takes ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. Acuna has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Stepping up now, Manny Machado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Ground ball right side. And the Friars are into the hit column.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Riding in once again, Will Myers looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
As a look, now the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Next up for Los Angeles, Anthony DeSclafani getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. On the season, DeSclafani is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Oh man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Acuna digs in now. In the dirt here. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Popped him up. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Gio Urshela.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
DeSclafani, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Smoke toward the hole. That gets through for a base hit. How about the game he's having? Now 4 for 4.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
To the plate now, Mookie Betts. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, and a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Here's the 0-1. Hit to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
The first baseman, number 5, Yandy Diaz.
Stepping in now, Yandy Diaz. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And no one will track it down. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And opposite field as he lines this down the line and right. 1 run scores. Sano is on his way home. And a relay home. And the tag gets him. But on the play, 2 runs come across to score. Drew Pomeranz gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Torres. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here's the pitch. Pomeranz is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. 2 out here and a runner at second. Popped up. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Padres nothing. Josh Naylor is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up, Acuna. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. 4th home run for him on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Yeah, they've dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
plate now, Juan Lagares. And he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Down the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the first baseman,
Digging in to try it again, Eric Hosmer 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
1 out, nobody on. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Sano will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
now batting, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Stepping in, Tommy Pham. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Blue.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. Sano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Padres are able to get 1 back in the inning thanks to the solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 10-1. Luis Perdomo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So coming to the plate, Cody Hosey. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. This is flared right back over the mound. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He'll get it into second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Into the box now, Will Smith. As he rips it on the ground to second. There is Dozier. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Coming to the plate now, Anthony DeSclafani. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Hit to third. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Up next for the Padres, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Now in the box, Manny Machado. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The right fielder.
Here's Will Myers. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. A 1-1. Is strike 2 swinging.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 9. It's 10-1. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Ronald Acuna.
The center fielder, number 14.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Ready now, Gio Urshela. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
The batter, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Second baseman, Brian.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And he'll look at a fast the black, and it's even at 1.
Come on, Blue, be consistent. I mean, I guess you are, because you've not been calling that pitch a strike all fucking game, but that is a strike, though.
Loud contact by Dozier, and a ball with carry to left field. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
At the plate, Francisco Mejia. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Greg Garcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And he gets ahead 0-1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. high in the air out to center field. Acuna is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 7, Juan.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Juan Lagares. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. This is fought off foul over to the right side. It's a ball and a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Friars 2. Craig Stammen enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 34.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. And here's a ball hit in the air. Myers on the move, but this will land untouched. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Yandy Diaz. As with one away,
Alex, if you're still actually watching this game.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Dozier ranging to his right. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
Stepping in, Torres. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slow little grounder left side. Machado has to hurry. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Eric Hosmer to the plate now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game, just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Fernando Tatis Jr.
I've not agreed with this umpire strike zone all fucking game.
And he takes a cold strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. San Diego down to their final strike. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Grounded down the third baseline. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
10-2 the final in this game. The Los Angeles Dodgers with their 80th win to pace the division. Anthony DeSclafani wins for the league best 15th time, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Joey Lucchesi allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in a losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
10 runs, 18 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out in the NL West, the Dodgers hit 3 long balls as they made short work of the Padres 10-2. The D-backs put up 16 hits on the day as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-3. Jandel Gustave collected his first W this season as the Giants downed the Bay Area rival Athletics 7-3. The Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-4. Adam Conley got the W and now has 5 this year, helping the Marlins push past the Rangers 4-3. The Nationals amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-4. The Cleveland Indians grabbed 13 hits in the game as they were winners in extra innings over the Reds 8-4. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 11 hits as they destroyed the Rays 9-0. The New York Yankees picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the visiting Mets 8-5. Victor Robles nabbed 4 RBIs with 3 hits, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 8-6. He is currently the triples leader in the American League. The Cubs finished off a 2-game sweep as they beat the White Sox on the south side 4-2. Danny Duffy grabbed win number 6 on the year, helping the Royals push past the Twins 2-1. Justin Upton plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping lead the Angels over Detroit 9-4. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Seattle Mariners completed a 3-game series sweep as they blew out Baltimore 16-6. The Phils amassed 14 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 9-0. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.